The single stroke roll. This is a video that I've wanted to go back and redo. It was one of my very first videos from right when I started my channel. But I thought, hey, let's go back and rehash this. We're going to go through some technique here. It's a play along. I hope you are going to get a pad and your sticks out right now and come and play along with me on this. Towards the end of the video, stick around to the end. I've got an exercise based on what we're going to do here, specifically for the drum kit. Actually, it's really for everything, but it'll be for the drum kit. And all right, let's get to it. Now, what we do is single stroke roll, real simple. It's literally a single stroke in each hand. That's it. Right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left. The problem most people get into is that they play it unevenly. If you're right-handed, especially if you're a beginner, somewhat intermediate, I hear a lot of this. Hear that real potent right hand? And if you're left-handed, it's the opposite. You're going to be a left-handed lead. Now, I'm sure we've all gone through that at some point, you know, probably when we were much younger, but it happens. It's one of those things we have to get our non-dominant hand up to snuff. So when we're doing these exercises, I like to use what's known as a legato stroke. And that's where I'm throwing the stick down and the pad and the stick are doing about 2/3 to 3/4 of the work, getting the stick back up. My last three fingers are around the stick. You know, it's not like you're white knuckling, but they're around the stick, but it's not tight. And I'm letting that stick come flying back up. Right around a 90 degree. Let your wrist move. All right, now we're gonna start this slow. And even if you're intermediate, advanced, professional, whatnot, go back and see if you're locked in at this slow tempo. We're gonna start at 60 beats a minute, 60 quarter note, 60 beats a minute. We're gonna play in 16th notes. It's when we count 1E and a 2E and a 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a. My metronome is set to 60 with 8th notes because my feeling is that click at 60, you could drive a truck through there. And especially if you're a younger student, getting to play at 60 is tough. It's a slow tempo, okay? So here we are, 60 beats a minute. 8th notes, okay? Follow along. 2, play along, here we go. 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a. Notice, at this tempo, it's much easier to find out if your non-dominant hand is playing along, if it's the same volume, if it's the same height. If you hear this, get your other hand up in the air. Get that stick equal to the other one. Four more. 1, 2, 3, 4. I hope you're playing along with me because that's important. I want you to play along with me. Come back to this video on a daily basis and play along for a while. I honestly believe it's going to help you a ton, okay? So that was 60 beats a minute. Now we just don't want to stay at 60. Our goal is to make this faster, okay? To get quicker with it. So I'm going to jump this up to 90. Now, if you're new to this, I don't expect you to go from 60 to 90. I expect you to look at 90 as your target for the moment, because we're going to go past that. But use 90 as your target, and maybe, you know, try 70 first. And if you can play 70, it's great, go to 80, whatever. But say you get to like 80 and you're having a hard time and you're getting quick and you're starting to kind of do that skipping motion. That means your left hand or your non-dominant hand is falling behind. Slow the tempo down. It is okay to slow the tempo down. Trust me, that's what you want to do, okay? Slow the tempo down and find that place that is a challenge, but you're pushing through it. And remember, everything in music, if you hit a wall and you're like, oh man, there's that wall, trust me, keep punching the wall. You will break it. It is always breakable. You must have patience, but just keep punching that wall. You will break it. Trust me. Okay? Don't give up. All right, so we're at 90. I'm going to turn the eighth notes off because I have this thing in my head where when we get to 90, I don't need eighth notes. I'm really good in there. So I turn the eighth notes off at 90 and I just use quarter notes now. That's me. If you want to keep using eighth notes to 100, 110, 120, you do you. It's perfectly fine, okay? All right, so here's 90. Here we go. 1, 2, same exercise, play along, and go. 1, oh, I made a mistake. 1, 2, ready, go. 1 E into 2 E into 3 E into 4 E into 1 E into 2 E into 3 E into 4 E into. I think I started off with some weird accent at the beginning. You don't want to do that. You want it nice and even. Keep those strokes up. This is still a legato stroke tempo. It's easy for the sticks to keep bouncing back into your hand. One E into 2 E into 3 E into 4 E into. Keep playing along with me. Four more. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? So you're at 90 now. Congratulations. You've made it to 90. I'm going to put it up another 30. 90 plus 30 equals what? 120. Now we're getting into more advanced territory, okay? Things have gotten considerably quicker, all right? Again, quarter notes here. It's the same exercise. Just, try to keep your sticks up 90 degrees. Let the legato stroke throw the stick back into your hand, okay? Notice I'm also not grabbing the stick. I'm just riding along like so, okay? But I'm not doing this weird grab, but I'm just, wrist is moving along with it. All right, 120. And again, if you're at 90, 120 is your next target. Start by going to 100, okay? If that's tough, turn the metronome back down a little bit and find a good place to push yourself. It's totally fine. Then you get to 100, maybe you get to 110 and things get a little tricky. Pull it back a little bit until you get to 110. And that's how you want to go about this, okay? Make your little moves forward, but never give up. You will get there, I promise. I promise you will, okay? So here's 120. That's a little quicker, right? Here we go. 1, 2, 1, 2, ready, go. What do you think? A little faster, isn't it? Try to keep everything nice and even. Work out your wrists. Play along. Ooh, what was that? 4 more. 2, 3, 4. And there you have it. okay? And you know, that's what I do. I try to keep pushing myself forward. We started at 60. I went to, you know, my goal was 90. Then when I hit 90, my goal is 120. I'm going to push this to 150. This is quick. There's no doubt. This is quick. Okay. I don't expect everybody to play along with this one. I'm just showing you where you can go with this. And yeah, you can keep going, 180, whatever. But for right now, I'm going to play it. You can play along with me if you want. But, you know, it's just a target. It's a target that you probably want to get to. Listen to that tempo. 1, 2, 1, 2, ready, go. It's quick. But not undoable. Four. 1, 2, 3, 4. Stop. There we go. Okay. Now, I promised you at the beginning of the video I would give you an exercise based on this, what we just did, but for the drum set, actually for everything, for snare drum, for if you're in a school situation, orchestral or whatnot, you want to be able to have this next skill that I'm about to show you. And that is single stroke rolls, single strokes, but we want to start adding some spice to it. We need accents, okay? So the majority of our strokes now, instead of here, are going to be down, nice and quiet, but even. But we're going to start moving an accent around. So I'm going to put the accent on the beginning of every 4 notes. Okay, on the beginning of every 4 notes. For me, it'll be right-handed. If you're left-handed, it'll be left-handed. Okay, I'm going to take the metronome back down to 60. Come on, back down to 60. We're going to turn on those 8th notes again. There we go. And it goes like this. And play along with me on this. Again, you want all the unaccented notes, which is most of them, to be super soft. Okay, but even. All right, here we go. 1, 2, ready, go. 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a 1 accented note for every 4. And everything else is down, nice and even. Play along. Get those sticks moving. Four more. 2, 3, 4. All right. Easy, right? But you're not just going to accent your right hand. Sometimes you got to accent your left. You got to accent the E, the second partial of the 16ths. So we're going to take the same 60 beats a minute with the 8th notes, and now we're going to accent the E. So the E meaning 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a. Okay, so with the metronome, play along, keep the sticks going. 1, 2, ready, go. 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a. And lock in with that metronome. You want to get comfortable with that left hand. Four more. 2, 3, 4. Now we've done 1 and we've done E, or a number and E. Guess what? We're going to go back to the right hand and we're going to do the ands now. Okay, we're just pushing it through the 4 notes, the 4/16 notes of each beat, getting used to where that falls in time. Here we go. 1, 2, ready, go. 1 E and a, 2 E and a, 3 E and a, 4 E and a. Play along. Move those sticks. Four more. 1, 2, 3, 4. And guess what? There's one more note out of the 4/16 we haven't played yet. It's the left hand, right before every beat. Here we go. Ready? Play along. 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and Again, work that left hand. Make sure you're playing along. Four more. 1, 2, 3, 4. We did that at 60. Try to get used to that. As you can tell, I was just moving accents around. You can do things such as this. You don't have to just do it once. You can do twosies like this. And I'd recommend it. And move these around. E N, E N, E N, E N, and a, 1, a 2, a 3, a 4, 1 E N, E and E 1. You can start moving them all over the place, and that's the point. Get comfortable doing that. Then you can take this back to the drum set, and you've got some cool accent patterns. You know how to do this, but now add your accent patterns around the kit. I didn't do anything but right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, but I added some spice with the accents, okay? I did it at 60. You can take it up to 90. Something like this. You get the idea. Keep pushing the tempos. It's fantastic for the drum kit. All right, folks, down in the comment section, put in there, do you practice your rudiments on a regular basis? Do you practice the single stroke roll? Or have you, be honest, have you went, I've been doing the single stroke roll so long, I don't need to look at that anymore. So put that down in the comment section. All right, folks, thanks for hanging out. Oh, by the way, I'm an Amazon affiliate, and I'm putting up the Vic Firth 55As. These are the sticks that I use on a regular basis on the kit and a lot of other places. So if you want to try some out, they're down in the description, Amazon link. Folks, hit that subscribe button. That'd be much appreciated. Like the video, share it if you think it's worth throwing out to other people. And until the next time, thanks for checking us out. We'll talk to you later. Take care.